Time is running out for Denver City and County employees to get the COVID-19 vaccine.
City and county workers have until next Wednesday to get their second dose in order to be fully vaccinated by the September 30th deadline.
Tonight, Denver7 Investigates found that hundreds of firefighters and law enforcement officers have asked for an exemption to avoid being vaccinated. Chief investigative reporter Tony Kowaleski is digging into the numbers.
We are committed to keeping businesses and the economy open.
Denver's mayor made that announcement 5 weeks ago.
That is a rational and science-based approach to defeating COVID.
A controversial and cutting-edge blueprint requiring all city employees to get vaccinated or possibly lose their jobs.
The truth of the matter is that these measures are no substitute for what we need to shut the virus down for good. More people vaccinated.
Since that announcement, many have objected to a mandate for the vaccine, and Denver7 Investigates has now requested and received the numbers of firefighters and law enforcement personnel asking for vaccine waivers.
We are among the first cities to try this type of a vaccine mandate, but our goal is compliance.
Denver City Attorney Kristen Bronson's team has spent the past several weeks wading through requests from city employees asking for a waiver, essentially asking for city approval to not get the vaccine.
We are blazing a bit of new ground here, but we feel very confident that we have the legal foundations for the orders that we're issuing.
Here are the numbers submitted to the city by last week's deadline. 67 members of Denver's Sheriff's Office have requested vaccine waivers, 2 for medical reasons, 60 requested religious waivers, and 5 cited both options. 111 Denver fire employees asked to opt out of the vaccine requirement. 5 cited medical concerns, 101 asked for the religious waiver, and 5 requested both. 199 Denver police employees also asked for vaccine waivers. 24 listed medical reasons, 167 requested the religious exemption, and 8 cited both.
It's a case-by-case basis. You need to make a legitimate case for an exemption, either medical or religious. And so we are reviewing those on a case-by-case basis.
So far, after reviewing the applications, Denver's city attorney has granted 223 waiver requests and denied 8, with at least 146 applications still waiting for review. The current data means the 8 employees who requested a waiver and were denied now must either get the vaccine or suffer the consequences.
If they flatly refuse to come into compliance at all, we'll have no choice but to move forward with discipline.
Firing.
With termination.
September 30th is the deadline for all city employees to either receive a waiver or come into compliance. Denver City Attorney expects a lot of extra hours for her staff to review all the waiver applications during the next few weeks. I'm Chief Investigative Reporter Tony Kowaleski.
And there are religious leaders voicing support for the COVID-19 vaccine. Curtis Chang is the co-founder of Christians in the Vaccine. And in an opinion piece published in the New York Times this week, Chang said he believes religious exemptions make a mockery of Christianity and religious liberty.
Religious exemptions require a religious belief to be sincerely held to justify that exemption. And there's simply, in Christianity, there is no religious belief that justifies not taking the vaccine. There's no scripture, there's no creed, there's no theological tradition. It's only in the minds of some pastors and many Christians who have listened to misinformation and frankly are taking their cues from the culture wars and from politics and not from the Bible.
All right, so it's your turn. We want to hear what you think about this topic. Should employers be able to reject religious exemptions to vaccines? You can email your comments to 360@thedenverchannel.com. You can also share your thoughts with us on the Denver7 Facebook and Twitter pages.